I mean, I don't see how we can't be happy about that.
Decomposing, you be bugging.
It should. So I immediately, set myself up, for expecting the release. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. Turf special. I'm a little late. It's right after lunch. It's 1:07 on the West Coast. Forgive your boy. Technical difficulties, but I really think I got it worked out right now. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. I think we finally got things smoothed out here a little bit. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. If you can hear and it's too loud, please feel the need, let me know. I love constructive criticism. So yeah, we're going into this one. Wow, this is gonna be a tough one. All right, we are talking about Mr. Jakorian Bennett today. Yeah, this is going to be tough. When I started out thinking about, let's go ahead and review every player, I was very optimistic, very happy. Then, I started realizing there are going to be quite a few players that may not get the grade that they would expect. Or might even kind of feel like there's a little bit of hate going on with this. That is not the case, ladies and gentlemen. I am being as objective as I possibly can when it comes to this. Jakorian Bennett is coming into his second year, right? So, it's early. It's still very, very early. We are definitely going to dive into his background, which makes this a little bit more scary for me. And again, this is where I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of flack for my thoughts. But I'm going to be honest and upfront, very transparent on this. And it comes from my knowledge base. It comes from my background and my connections and the people that I discuss football with. So it's not like I'm just shooting from the hip when it comes to certain points that I make. I really, think the way I do based on my experience in the past and in the future, right? As far as the things that are coming to fruition as we continue this journey of the NFL, right? And watching the Raider Nation get down. So, yeah, cheers to that. This is water, by the way. It is 3 o'clock, though. I guess I could have a beer right now, but no, we're going to keep it on a professional right now. So Jakorian Bennett. I mean, easiest way to explain this kid. He's actually from Mobile, Alabama. He was born August 23rd, 2000. Wow, he's a 2000 baby. He's only 23 years old. That is crazy to me. But yep, Mobile, Alabama, 5'11", 195 pounds. It's pretty solid. He went to McGill-Tulane High School in Mobile, Alabama. And this is where things start to go a little sideways for me. I actually thought, I didn't know, right? I just assumed that Jakorian Bennett went to University of Maryland as a true freshman, right? Came out of Maryland, went into Maryland, you gotta assume, right? Grades everything pretty straightforward. We all should know by now there is no such thing as being dumb and being capable of playing in the NFL, grasping the playbook, particularly on defense. I mean, even off both of them. I mean, they can both equally be just grueling when it comes to really knowing what you need to know, right? And that's the problem that we have with Jakorian Bennett. Not sure if you knew this, but he went to Hutchinson Community College in 2018-19, fresh out of high school. Now, let me explain to you. I actually almost didn't go to junior college myself because of the stigma, right? I didn't have grade problems. I was totally fine from that respect. But, you know, I just didn't like the options I had coming out of high school, hence why I chose junior college. That wasn't the case for a lot of the guys I played with. Pretty much, I would say 95% of the guys I played with had grade issues, right? Whether it's just they didn't do their work or they couldn't do their work, right? Let's be honest. Sometimes, you know, it's just not your thing, you know, to be able to learn and grasp, you know, things along that line. So it can happen, right? It can happen. And this is where, unfortunately for me, I don't know enough, right? I don't know enough about Jakorian Bennett. But knowing this tidbit, now it has my mind moving in the wrong direction as far as he's concerned. And I'll give you my thoughts on this because of the season, right? Because of the things that we would have expected him to be better at. A lot of this stuff you can equate to the lack of knowledge, right? I think we saw a lot of our rookies playing without knowledge, meaning that they absolutely, right, are just, you know, going off of instinct, probably don't know the playbook that well, which causes them to think an awful lot, right? Tyree Wilson, the infamous play of him, you know, with his hand in the dirt still, Max Crosby halfway there. Jakorian Bennett has had quite a bit of the same issues, if you will, as far as just noticeably seeing that he's thinking instead of that reacting and playing. And the reason I have a problem with that is because you would expect him to be solid, right? Coming out of Maryland, being able to grasp the playbook and so forth, but I don't think that's the case with him. I don't think he's not the same as Tyree, meaning, right, he came off an injury, wasn't ever supposed to be playing to begin with. Jakorian Bennett was looked at as somebody that could come in and play right away. And I'm just not sure that the mental side is there for him. You know, after going through this short period of having these, you know, thoughts on what I'm looking at, you know, I'm going to junior college, I'm going to Maryland. I'm just not sure he'll have the wherewithal to deal with the Patrick Graham defense, possibly, right? He was thinking a lot, and it didn't go well for him. And I was told by a cornerback that played in this league a long time that the actual speed of the game for those particular positions, particularly your right corner, wide receiver, safety, running back, right? The speed of the game, yes, it's big, it's different, but I don't know. It's not as prevalent as it is when it comes to right quarterbacks and linemen. It's very different, and they're naturally just used to speed anyways. So when you see a guy coming in and they're not playing with that speed, it leads you to believe one thing: they don't know their playbook. They don't know what they're doing, and that's the last thing you can have defensively, is not knowing what you're doing. So, yeah, when it comes to Mr. Jakorian Bennett, I'm not sure this guy's gonna have the chops, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know. We're gonna have We're gonna have to find out. You know what I mean? I have no idea. Shout out to my guy Steve in the building. Appreciate you. Hey, let me know if this music is too loud. Let me know if the sound is proper. If you got a chance. And he actually states, is he a route? Tyvon Branch pick? It's a good question. Not sure. I don't know if it's gonna pan out though. And I'll be honest, I'm afraid that he may never be able to grasp the playbook, which is why he may never amount to anything. I'm not. Thank you. Appreciate that. Everything looks good. Finally, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. I'm not dropping too many frames. Things are going great right now. I think I got this thing tuned in. So yes, I appreciate you, Steve. Yeah, so I don't know if this kid's gonna ever be able to grasp the playbook. I don't know if he's ever gonna be able to come in and really be able to play like he should. Let's just jump right into it. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is his stats. So as I've stated to you, he came out of junior college first and foremost. He was a junior college kid. So I didn't even go and look at those stats because he was a 3-star high schooler. It's a knock. I mean, look, we're talking professionals. At the professional level, I'm pretty sure there are very few, 3-stars, if you will. Alabama, give or take. But there's very few 3-star guys, right? You're talking 4 or 5-star guys, right? That are in the league for the most part. Very few come from that 2 to 3-star range. But as I've stated, and as you can see, he's got junior, senior year. Obviously, those asterisks, I have to assume they fall in the lines of the COVID situation when, that all went down. So, but yeah, as a freshman or a junior, right? And that's the other problem I have, ladies and gentlemen. He's a junior and he only played 4 games. Is that due to injury? Is that due to the fact that he couldn't grasp the playbook? Somebody was better in front of him? I'm not sure, man. You know what I mean? He only had 6 solo tackles in 4 games, 1 tackle for a loss, 2 pass deflections as a junior, right? Then he goes to his senior year. Thank God, 12 games, right? 23 solo tackles, a little better. 1 assisted tackle for total 24. 2 of them for a loss, 3 interceptions. Now we cooking with peanut oil. You know what I'm saying? But you're a senior. You should be, it's college. You should be doing that as a sophomore, junior. You know what I mean? At least that's how I'm looking at it. But, I mean, pass deflections, 11. Outstanding. Got to be happy with that. And then he backs up that senior year again with a senior year. Again, I guess that COVID thing, I have no idea how you explain this. But, yeah, 12 games. 26 solo tackles, 13 assisted, so a total of 40 tackles, 39 to be exact. 1.5 for loss, 2 interceptions, and yet again 11 pass deflections. So, kid coming out of Alabama, goes to community college, 3-star athlete coming out of high school. I'm just being honest, ladies and gentlemen. I understand and I get it. We were looking at his speed. And if you looked at his tape at Maryland, particularly his last year, it's pretty solid. But I don't know if it's adding up. I honestly don't know if it's adding up. I mean, you see at the bottom of the page, again, his freshman year, or I guess his rookie year, if you want to call it, he was supposed to, kick up some dust, man. We had a lot, the camp, they were high on him in training camp. There was a lot of talk with him. And as we all know, it didn't really pan out. 14 games played, 24 tackles, 8 assists, a total of 32, combined tackles for the year. Not even 2 tackles a game. I mean, but he's a corner, right? You're not expecting that. Solo, 23 tackles, so hey. And only 3 pass deflections. That's it. That is all Mr. Bennett has for us this rookie season. I would definitely say that this is not a successful rookie season. I think he came in, guns a-blazing, had all the, help, he needed. Shout out to Freddie. Appreciate you. But yeah, I think he had all the tools, he needed and was expecting to do what was necessary. Didn't work out. I know we have high hopes for him. There's a lot of people that think this will be the year. I believe year 3 is always that year that'll really give you the tail of the tape, if you will. Usually you'll see leaps and bounds in year 3, or just a good solid, he's there, he's arrived. I'm just not sure we're going to see that with this kid, and I don't know if we have the ability to wait, the time to wait. You guys know me. I think we can win right now. Right now. I think we have a shot. That's even with the quarterbacks we have without drafting one. And I might add, you definitely want to tune in for the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show tomorrow night. Turf is doing his official first time mock draft of the Ultimate Raider Fan. And you absolutely better believe it's going to be a barn burner. I've been playing around with it, and it's scary out there being a GM, ladies and gentlemen. When that pick comes and you got people throwing all kinds of offers at you as far as trade, and it gets tough. It gets hot. Yeah, you should try it out for yourself. Everybody should go through a mock draft. Check it out. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Leo tonight. Cheeto Linus. Gotta tune in. Unfortunately, I don't know the time. We gotta look. I think it's I'm not sure on the time. Just go to his channel, man. Cheeto Linus. Go to the channel and check it out. Make sure you get notifications. I'll be there tonight, live in the chat. So yeah, back to Jakorian Bennett. You guys see the stats. It's not too promising to me. It's not too promising at all to me. We're just going to go right into it. My closing thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Jakorian Bennett. He's super fast. I don't think he's catching on and grasping like we would like. And it's going to be tough for him to stay a Raider long term. I think if I were Jakorian Bennett or I was in his corner, and again, this is constructive criticism, ladies and gentlemen. This is Turf just really giving his true, honest opinion. I think the kid should really look to be a special team stud. I'm not sure where he was at with that his first year, based on the fact that we kind of had him pretty high, as far as, hey, we were looking at this kid to start at one point. And it definitely faded away. As a return man, did he do that in college? I didn't see any evidence of that. So I'm not sure he can make it, from that respect either. There's all kinds of other special teams where, gunners, the whole nine. Kickoff, I don't know what that looks like, right? That's a whole new situation. So we'll have to look at that and see where this kid can fit, man. But yeah, I'm going to give my grade, man. I'm going to give my grade. It's not going to be a good one. And I'm giving him this grade because he is a rookie, and I want to give him a shot. But Jakorian Bennett, apologies, sir, but you are getting a D plus. D is in dog. D plus. And the plus is for hope that you can turn this around. I'm a big believer in knowing what you're supposed to do on the field. I recall knowing everybody's position, not only my own, including the quarterback. Reading the defense as soon as the huddle is snapped, checking where people are lined up, where are the safeties, the linebackers, who's in the gaps on the line. If we're passing the ball, what routes are there, what looks like it's going to work. That, if I'm running the ball, absolutely where is the hole at pre-snap? Because we all know there's a natural hole pre-snap, and it can just go at the blink of an eye. So, yeah, it's a D plus, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Jakorian, but hopefully you can get that turned around, man, and we will definitely be moving on to the next player tomorrow, as well as the Ultimate Raider Fan Show tomorrow night. So thank you, guys. Turf is out of the building.
I don't see how we can't be happy about that.
Decomposing, you been bugging.
It should.
So I immediately, set myself up, for expecting the release. VIP section, you guys know how to do. So that's it.